Wait up! Where am I?
Ultraviolette headquarters.
2045.
The what?
You heard that right. Initiating guest protocol. Follow me. You see that? That's how we design things now. Oh, I had no idea the McLeod Jetpack 1.0 was already in the works. Always ahead of the game. Human-machine interactions? We play with gestures now. Moving on. This is where the ultraviolet power modules are built. Look, but don't touch. Wait, not that. I got something else for you. Come on. Our futurists, sparking innovations across dimensions.
Whoa, that was close.
We ensure our pilots have a stellar experience interacting with our solutions. Whoa, that's cool. Looks like the Andromedans haven't found it yet.
Wonder if it has any charge left.
Speaking of charge,
Is that
the UV supernova. Yes. Range anxiety is a thing of the past.
Is everything open source now?
Absolutely not. Intellectual property rights apply across galaxies now. Every line, every surface is crafted to perfection. Our design language has remained bold and progressive for the last 3 decades. You're looking at the ultimate synergy of design and technology that only we can achieve.
We're Ultraviolet. The future is now. Greetings from us at Ultraviolet. As you just saw, we stand for one thing and one thing only: fast-tracking the future. A future that pushes the boundaries of design and technology to elevate human experiences. While most companies rely on the past to define the path ahead, we at Ultraviolet come from a different school of thought. We imagined the purest and the most exciting form of the future, draw down from that, and create supremely advanced machines for today. And that is the Ultraviolet ideology. Our vision is to accelerate innovation. Our promise is to imagine, design, and make in India for the world, and ultimately revolutionize the way we move. Now let me talk facts. Over the past 7 years of relentless R&D, we've developed the most advanced battery technology for electric motorcycles, the most efficient powertrains for electric motorcycles, the most seamless connected systems for electric motorcycles, and ultimately the fastest and the most powerful electric motorcycle in India. We set up our state-of-the-art production facility in 2022. We began deliveries of the F77 early 2023, predominantly in Bangalore, and we are now scaling across to multiple parts of the country. We also launched the F77s internationally at EICMA in Milan. And soon, they are going to be electrifying the roads in Europe. The F77s have won multiple coveted awards for design and technology. As of date, the F77s have already covered over 2 million kilometers. In fact, one of the F77 owners, Bala, achieved something remarkable: a ride of 7,000 kilometers in just about 20 days, from Chennai to Ladakh and back, covering all types of extreme terrains and temperatures spanning plus 47 to minus 15 degrees. The F77 is the most advanced electric motorcycle out there, not just for what it does, but also for how it makes you feel. Unlimited, unstoppable, and unbound. And now, let's activate flight mode.
Ultraviolette F77 Mach 2. Activate flight mode.
Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is the F77 Mach 2. From imagination to reality, through 7 intense years of design and development. And today, we are here to talk about 4 important aspects of this motorcycle: design, performance, technology, and of course, safety. When we first put pen to paper, the intent was not just to create an amazing motorcycle. The intent was to create an identity for electric motorcycles, one that stood for being smart, bold, and progressive. Aviation DNA is an integral part of who we are at Ultraviolette. In fact, large parts of our design and engineering teams come from the aviation and aerospace industry. Every line of the motorcycle is aerodynamic, every surface streamlined, and every feature functionally honest. Man and machine integration is of supreme importance. You and the F77 functioning as one synchronous unit with the perfect riding triangle and ergonomics that suit the urban as well as the sporty rides. A performance machine warrants a lot of attention to aerodynamics, and you bet we've got that covered as well. From simulations to wind tunnel testing to real-world streamlining. In fact, we've gone so overboard, this is the only motorcycle in the world where not a single nut or bolt is visible from the exteriors. The F77 has an architecture unlike any IC motorcycle out there. And this meant a completely new chassis, designed, tested, and validated from scratch. Yet, the ride dynamics had to be on point, in fact, better than any conventional motorcycle that you're used to. The F77 is designed to have the ideal CG position and a perfect weight distribution of 50-50 between the front and the rear. And this delivers you amazing ride dynamics. This essentially means whether you're taken to the streets, the hills, or the track, you're in for an increasingly addictive ride experience. Our aviation DNA is also reflected in the cockpit. The tactical radar-based theme is designed to highlight the right information according to your ride scenario, making every ride a sortie to remember. And at Ultraviolette, design is all about placing you at the center and the vehicle adapting to you in every way. Not just from a technical perspective, but you being able to represent your personality and who you are at the core. It's time to showcase the range of F77 personalities that we've designed for you.
Airstrike. Aviation DNA with space-age design, expressed in celestial hues. It's supersonic, and it's coming in hot. When the middle name's charisma, call it an airstrike. Laser, the primal need, the need for speed. Expressed in jaw-dropping style, inimitable, unmissable. Inject a laser-edged dose of adrenaline and turn heads no matter where you're at. Shadow. Stealth and speed expressed in tactical shades, all dark. Covert actions with tactical velocity demand. That you step on it to step out of the shadow.
It's hard to pick just one, isn't it? While the F77 Mach 2 lineup comes in many personalities, they all come with the same visceral performance. The electric acceleration of the F77 takes you from 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds and 0 to 100 in just 7.7 seconds. This machine now outputs 30 kilowatts or 40 bhp of peak power. Let's just slow that down for you. We've got an updated 100 Newton meters of torque available from the get-go. Now it's hard to quantify this, but we've given it a shot. Now that is what 100 Newton meter of torque can do for you. The F77 can haul a payload of up to 15,000 kilograms, about 70 times its own body weight. Now that makes the F77 the fastest and the most powerful electric motorcycle in India. They say performance is all about what the machine feels like, but if you ask any motorcyclist, it's also about what the machine sounds like. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is the sound of the future. What you just heard is the F77 Mach 2. Looks like a jet, feels like a jet, and boy, surely sounds like a jet. While we all know acceleration is super exciting, we at Ultraviolette believe in making deceleration just as engaging. Introducing Dynamic Regen. With 10 new levels of regen, you can customize the regenerative braking settings on the go. Now, higher levels of regen are perfect for the intercity rides or the track, where you really reduce your dependency on friction braking, whereas low levels of regen are ideal for cruising on the highways. The F77 platforms already came with the highest range on any two-wheeler in all of Asia. And today, that number has gone up even more. The updated intercity range on the F77 Mach 2 today stands at a staggering 320 kilometers. Now let me give you an industry perspective of that number. Energy availability on the go is now a real possibility. We've got a whole array of charging options. We support you with the standard charger, the boost charger, and the UV Supernova DC fast charging network, which enables you to charge your F77s from 20% to 80% in less than 1 hour. In fact, Bala, who rode all the way from Chennai to Ladakh and back, 7,000 kilometers in about 20 days, completed his mission using just the boost charger. Looks like range anxiety is now a thing of the past. The F77 comes with 3 ride modes to help you unlock the full potential of this motorcycle. Glide through the valleys on a weekend, combat the city traffics on a weekday, or go absolutely ballistic on a racetrack. All of this performance comes together to give you the ultimate thrill of riding. Now, this cannot really be put into words, so let me show you what it feels like. For all you enthusiasts out there, we hear you, we represent you, and we are you. The supersonic performance of the F77 is enabled purely by technology, the ultimate wingman. And to tell you more, here's Neeraj.
What truly makes the F77 Mach 2 the world's most advanced motorcycle is the whole spectrum of connected technologies. The nerve center of the F77 is the Connected Vehicle Control Unit, or the VCU. This VCU controls and coordinates across the battery management system, the motor, the power delivery, and the charging systems. This VCU collects over 3,000 data points every second from all across the F77. It includes the temperatures, the voltages, the currents, and even the performance parameters of the motorcycle. In fact, all of this data collected has led to improvements across the board, with the increased performance, the added levels of regen, and the phenomenal increase in the range that Narayan was talking about. But that's not all. It goes beyond this. Introducing Violet AI. This new smart and connected technology goes and extends beyond the vehicle operating system. All of the data collected and analyzed extends and enables a whole new range of tech and safety features, whether you're riding the motorcycle or away from it. Let me take you through some of the new breakthrough features. The first is called Delta Watch. With this system, the F77 is able to detect tampering and even minor movements on your vehicle. It alerts you and lets you know even if your vehicle is being towed. You can also adjust the sensitivity of your Delta Watch system for your F77. The second new feature on the F77 Mark II is called ACWS. This is the anti-collision warning system. There are two parts to this. The first activates when you're using regenerative braking and slowing down. When you're slowing down and decelerating, it alerts the vehicles behind you using a signature frequency on the brake lamps. The second part to ACWS activates when your motor is armed and when you've stopped in traffic. It alerts you and the vehicles around you. The lights activate at frequent intervals similar to aircrafts taxiing on a runway. We've also got the lockdown mode to prevent exactly that. With this feature, you can prevent unauthorized usage of your F77. The Ultraviolette app enables features such as remote diagnostics, onboard navigation, charge limits, and much more. The app not only lets you customize your F77 settings, but it also goes beyond and extends to every area of the ownership experience. As you can see, with over 100 innovations and patents, we've designed the F77 for not just every use case, but for every edge case as well. Now let's talk about some proprietary technology that helps with rider safety. Here's Vinayak to tell you more.
With great power comes great responsibility. The F77 Mark II now comes with multiple industry-leading safety features: ABS, UV dynamic stability control, and the traction control. Let's get into the details. ABS, anti-lock braking system. The F77 is the only electric two-wheeler on-road in India with the dual-channel ABS. What's more, this is switchable ABS that lets you choose between front-only and dual modes. UV DSC, dynamic stability control, for the first time in any electric motorcycle in the world. To begin with, let's break down a panic braking scenario, which entails a sudden brake application. Here, the role of ABS is to prevent a wheel lockup, whereas regen actively decelerates the vehicle. Both of these functions conflict with each other during a panic braking scenario. This is where our patented fourth generation of dynamic stability control modulates the coordination between regen and ABS. Like I said, another first in the industry. Traction control. The F77 Mark II, being such a powerful motorcycle, now comes with the much anticipated traction control system. We've developed 3 levels of traction control. T3, the highest level of intervention. Opening throttle on black ice, no problem. Power delivery is modulated to keep you safe with zero instability even on ice. T2, most optimized for city and street usage, balanced between safety and performance. And T1, meant for sporty riding or track usage. This has the least level of intervention, focusing more on aggressive riding, allowing for controlled slips. And for all you pro riders, you can even turn it off. At the heart of the F77 is the famous SRB battery technology. Back to Neeraj.
Now let me talk about what it takes to build these power modules of the future. While most electric two-wheelers operate between 3 and 8 kilowatts of peak power, what we're talking about at Ultraviolette is motorcycles that operate between 30 and 60 kilowatts of peak power. While that's a 8 to 10x increase in power, but that's also an exponential increase in terms of losses, especially I2R losses. Now, what it takes to really solve problems is innovation at a fundamental level, and that's what we've built through these power modules of the future. In addition to providing this kind of power, we also have to take care of safety. We have a patented 5-level safety system that operates within our battery packs. Thermal, which operate at a cell level and ensure that the heat is dissipated from the cells to the outer enclosure. It also helps us ensure evenness of temperatures across cells in a battery pack. Electrical, we have cell-level fuses which isolate battery cells. We are one of the only manufacturers who have cell-level protections within the battery pack. Mechanical, the IP67 rated aluminum enclosure which protects the battery from impact, vibration and shock. Electronics, in terms of the battery management system which has redundant digital and analog circuits to safely deliver electrical power. And finally, software that operates in microseconds and coordinates across all of the different subsystems. Now this ensures optimal safety in any extreme situation. Recently, one of the F77s completed 100,000 kilometers. This vehicle went through the most rigorous charge and discharge cycles. It covered 700 to 800 kilometers every day. At the end of this, the battery pack retained over 95% of its original rated capacity. In a test conducted last month, the same F77 had a certified IDC range of over 304 kilometers. Now that's what we talk about when we talk about endurance. And now, with all of this data, we've more than doubled the warranty on all ultraviolet battery packs. We have now set industry benchmarks by offering warranty extendable to 8 years and 800,000 kilometers. Now that's enough to get to the moon and back.
Born from the vision of accelerating innovation, designed with the principles of aviation and aerospace, built to be the fastest and the most powerful electric motorcycles in India. Now, with the most advanced technology to boot and the most sophisticated and accurate vehicle and rider level safety systems, and with the largest and the second largest battery packs in all two-wheelers in Asia. Now, with an unprecedented warranty of up to 800,000 kilometers, now that comes together in the form of the F77 Mark II, the most advanced motorcycles out there, and a breakthrough that is at least 5 years ahead of the industry. With the F77 Mark II, we've set a precedent, a testament to what is possible when technology meets true passion. But I guess all of us realize that this kind of future-ready technology also comes at a price. But we at Ultraviolette have done everything in our power to make this accessible to all of you. Introducing the Ultraviolette Carbon Farewell Fund. Through this fund, we are offering our first 1,000 customers a special introductory price. So the F77 Mark II, now starting at 2,99,000 only. This today is the most advanced and the most accessible F77 that we've made. The F77 Mark II comes in two range variants, the Mark II and the Mark II Recon. If you are more of an urban rider with the occasional weekend rides, the F77 Mark II would suit your needs. But if you are an intercity explorer, then the F77 Mark II Recon should be your weapon of choice. I'm sure you're waiting to know how and when you're going to get your hands on the F77. What you see here is the rollout plan for this year. We're going to be actively expanding across India, and 2024 also marks Ultraviolette's expansion into European markets. Now for the most exciting part of the journey ahead. Pre-bookings for the F77 Mark II goes live at 4 p.m. today, and delivery start as early as May 2024. So head on to the Ultraviolette website and configure your F77 Mark II with the entire range of racing and touring accessories that we've got in store for you. Now, this image holds a lot of value for us at Ultraviolette. The entire UV crew of over 300 like-minded individuals powering all of this innovation. You guys rock. And this is where we all started about 7 years back, envisioning the future. And here we are today, imagining, designing, and making in India for the world.
When it comes to design and tech, we've historically looked to the east or the west, but no more. It's time for India to take pole position. over and out.